Here we go. All right. Who is ready for an incredible training? And actually, I need to move my screens around. I hadn't done that yet. All right. So today we're going to talk about seasonal content strategies, okay, that can help you create viral campaigns. Thanks again for joining us. You guys know Tuesdays, 10 a.m. Central Time. For like 7,000 years, we've been coming to you guys training. Years ago, it was on Google+, then it was Facebook groups, and now we're on YouTube. So that's pretty awesome. Today's training is going to focus on helping you tap into seasonal trends to craft timely and shareable campaigns that are going to drive massive engagement and massive traffic to your site. At least that's the goal.
So whether you're here because you've seen competitors dominate seasonal moments or you felt your own seasonal content isn't gaining traction, this session is packed with actionable ideas designed to help you master the power of timing and trends. Good morning, everybody. Emily, Risa, Sherry Ann, Sarah. Sarah, fancy meeting you here. Hadn't seen you in a while. Liberty, Jen.
So many good songs with
Christy.
Sarah. Fleetwood Mac has a great Sarah song. There was another 80s song.
I don't know who this is.
It's about Sarah.
Actually, is this you, Jen?
Oh, that's Jen. Yeah.
Well, this is Jen. I'm confused.
How many accounts do you?
Right? That confuses me. Whew. We have a lot too, though. Trust.
Is ready to
every time we log out of something, we have to log back in.
True. Yeah. Do you know how many times I've almost uploaded the wrong YouTube videos because I'm not, like, one screen's logged in correctly and then the next screen's not, and I didn't have it log out of all screens? It is so frustrating. Okay. So what are you going to walk away with today? Sherry Ann Richardson, we haven't seen you in a long time. Hello. How are you? Okay. Here's what you're going to walk away with. By the end of today's training, you're going to know how to identify seasonal moments and trends that your audience loves engaging with, okay? You're also going to be able to craft timely, shareable content that captures attention and drives engagement. That's really important. And number 3, you're going to learn and use smart timing and strategic promotion to maximize the reach for all this work that you're doing, right?
Right.
We're able to get the biggest bang for our buck. We're going to talk
Here's what you're going to walk away with: a framework for spotting seasonal opportunities that resonate with your audience, practical ideas for creating buzzworthy campaigns that drive massive traffic, and momentum to craft content that shines when it matters most.
Okay. What is your aha light bulb moment? We love identifying this for you so that you know what's ahead. This training is perfect for you if you're tired of seeing other people in this space go viral every holiday, every seasonal thing, every time you turn around, while your content doesn't do that. So those of you that have been blogging forever and ever, amen, hello, we want to help you. Number 2, you're going to walk away with creative, shareable angles that get people talking and sharing. And this training is perfect for you if you wonder how to align your content with seasonal trends without feeling forced or yucky or fake and phony. Okay.
Stay with us. We're going to unlock how to make those coveted moments your own. Okay. You're going to walk away with actionable strategies to craft campaigns that thrive. Now, are you ready to create content people can't help but share?
Are you ready?
Get your printable. Crystal, you want to read that? Tell them.
Yes. Text the word trends with an S to 251-644-6701 to get your free printable. Now, here's the deal. So, Sherry, this is something new that we've been doing. You text this word. We're going to send you the free printable. But here's the deal. If you have marked us as do not disturb or you've ever unsubscribed, you're going to have to resubscribe again on the texting thing. So if you text us and you don't get it, then I want you to send another text that says start. Just the word start. Not, hey, Kelly and Crystal, I didn't get it. Hey, I want to start over. No. Just the word start. Then once you do that, send the word trends and stop D&Ding us. Okay? Stop.
All right. Because we're awesome.
We're the best. We're incredible. I hate that our light is like early. Okay. Let's actually dive into the training. Let's talk about identifying seasonal trends. Not every holiday or season event applies to every single audience, right? collecting a different group of readers than I am, right? The key to unlocking viral potential is to identify your seasonal moments, the ones that truly resonate with your community and your audience, okay? How do we do that, Kelly?
How do we do that? Well, how to spot high potential seasonal trends. You're going to look at the timing. What are dates or seasons that your audience naturally cares about? Think about holidays, cultural events, back to school, or niche celebrations like National Pizza Day or Reading Across America Week, right? Monitor and then monitor those seasonal trends. Timing is everything. Yeah. Seriously, guys. By the time Hobby Lobby and Target have flipped their seasonal areas, you should be writing about it.
Yeah.
And then analyze your past patterns. Review your analytics from last year. And if you've kept all that stuff and downloaded it from even years before that, did certain topics or themes gain traction during specific times? Like we talked about last week. If you missed that video, go check it out on our YouTube channel. There are things that maybe peak during certain times that you don't even realize are seasonal, like my Velveeta dip. Right? I write, I don't speak for a living. Anyway, these are clues for seasonal content gold, okay?
Okay, so here is a real life example. If you're a fitness blogger, let's say, instead of crafting generic content during New Year's, like fitness goals for 2025 or 2024 or whatever, dig deeper into something more niche and shareable, like how to totally crush dry January without losing your social life. Okay. In January, what do people focus on? But here's another thing. You've got to make sure whether you're promoting this on your blog with Google, like trying to develop a relationship with Google, promoting it on Pinterest, promoting it on Facebook, no matter where you're promoting it, you've got to do this enough in advance. Like this is not December 31st, you start writing about this, okay? So pro tip, align your seasonal content with your brand voice and your audience values. And this is what's going to make it feel like it's not forced and like it's natural and like it's not out of place and like you're not being opportunistic and slimy, okay? All right, what's the next thing they're going to do?
You're going to create shareable campaigns. Sounds easy, right? Okay, yes, let's just go do that. Timely content is not enough. Your next step is creating campaigns that are designed to spread. And the secret to that, how do you do that? Hit 3 buzzworthy elements that your audience loves to share. So let's talk about this. Write it down, people. The 3 ingredients of viral content. Number 1, it must be emotionally resonant. Right? Mm-hmm. So content that makes people laugh, cry, or feel inspired, that stuff gets shared. So tap into viral energy by presenting relatable, feel-good, or bold insights. For example, a whimsical post for Valentine's Day titled 15 Cheesy Love Notes to Your Morning Coffee. Right? People are like, what? This is so cute, right? I'm a coffee addict or whatever, right? And they're going to share it.
All right, number 2. A killer headline. Your campaign's headline, or maybe you're working on a video intro, should promise immediate value or entertainment. Example, for holiday shopping season, the only last-minute gift guide you'll ever need. And these things all ship in 24 hours. Like that solves a problem. That is FOMO. That is exactly what they're going to get. It's not just gift ideas. It's last-minute gift ideas. I'm going to be able to get it in 24 hours. Like that is specific. It's not just your best gift guide. Okay? Think about that. Number 3, visual appeal. Incorporate stunning images, GIFs, or interactive elements to amplify your content. Example, for Holiday Madness, a stop motion GIF showcasing 5 easy DIY pumpkin decor ideas that save the party. Okay. Or, 5 last minute pumpkin desserts that use pantry staples or that only use fresh pumpkin. Like, be very specific.
They take 15 minutes or less.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. Okay. Give us some more real life examples.
Another real life example, how to build viral campaigns with seasonal content plans. Right? That solves the problem. You want viral traffic. You want viral campaigns. You want to tap into the seasonal market better than what you have been. And you need planning. You need organization. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Another one is a beauty brand leveraged Easter by creating a shareable challenge called Excellent Makeup Challenge, where users recreated pastel egg colors as eyeshadow looks. Viral plus audience participation equals winning formula. Pro tip, don't just create one post. Build campaigns. Think blog content, videos, social media posts, and user-generated content to carry out the theme over all of your places.
All right, timing is everything. Monitor seasonal trends. So timing can make or break your seasonal content strategy. While big retailers like Hobby Lobby or Target flip their seasonal displays, it's your cue, sorry, to start working on and rolling out relevant content. So get ahead of the curve and the traffic will follow. Don't wait too long because then you risk losing out. So when people are complaining and they post at Christmas time and they're like, oh, any minute we're going to see the Valentine's stuff coming out at Target. Yes, you are. That's because they don't wait until a week before Valentine's Day to start promoting Valentine's Day stuff. And you need to be taking those cues, clues, indications as well and applying them to your business. Okay? All right.
Yeah. I really don't know where we are. I think we're right here. Okay. So let me switch back over. Real quick, in case you didn't get it, get your printable, text trends with an S to 251-644-6701. It is right there on the screen. Somewhere right there, I think. 251-644-6701. And this is our number forever and always. Okay? Mm-hmm. So you can save that in your phone as the Kelly and Crystal Show.
Call me. Okay? Call me. Actually, what would happen?
Nothing. Nothing happens. We get a message that says they tried to call us. You can't call us. But you can text us. Somebody will answer you, but give us a few days because we're really bad at checking that.
Well, what happens is we check it, and then there's nothing, so we don't check it. And then oh, Kimberly Huff messaged us 2 weeks ago. I'm just kidding. All right.
It's not 2 weeks.
There's 3 of us that are checking it, but still. So here's how to time it right and make the most out of your seasonal opportunities. Let's talk about timing, Kelly.
Key strategies for perfect timing. Number 1, we already talked about this, but I think it's very important. And Crystal has said this for at least 10 years. She used to have a desk calendar where she wrote when Hobby Lobby or when Target did their stuff. So number 1, use retail as your calendar. Pay attention to when the stores begin showcasing seasonal items. Hobby Lobby's holiday section appears in July. Seriously, it does, and we all freak out. But that means that in July, people are thinking about Christmas, right? Mm-hmm. You've got to dig into that search console. You've got to figure out that Christmas content. You've got to put it on your editorial calendar to update the old stuff. Target switching to spring florals in January. You got to start drafting those Easter and those gardening posts. Retailers set trends. Your content should follow their lead.
So what's about to come out at Target? I'm really not in Target very much anymore, just because I've Costco is kind of where I'm at, and Sam's. But anyway, what is out at Target right now? They're getting ready to push their summer stuff out. Okay. Think about that. Have you started pinning for summer? Are you working on your summer blog posts? No, you're still stuck in St.
Patrick's Day,
which is 6 days away. Naughty. That's not how we run this like a business. Okay.
Right. Think about way back in the day when you're like, I'm a new housewife and I'm going to get Mother's Day or Women's Day magazine and I'm going to do all the things and make all the food and all the pretty. You'd get those magazines 3 months before the holiday. Right? Mm-hmm. People need time to consume the content, decide to take action on the content, and then actually get the things that they need to actually take the action, not just decide to take the action. Okay? Yeah.
Yep. All right. So number 2, start early. Effective seasonal content starts 6 to 8 weeks or more. Okay? 6 to 8 weeks is just like a general idea before the actual event. Big holidays can go out even further. Why? I mean, my goodness, Hobby Lobby puts Christmas stuff out like right after summer. Usually Christmas and fall are out together at Hobby Lobby. So, but in the online world, search engines need time to index your content, and audiences often search for ideas way in advance. Yes, there are people that are looking for last minute things, but I want you to remember that there are a lot of people that are planners, and your target audience is not exactly like you. Okay. So by syncing your timeline with early retail displays, you position your content ahead of search trends. So it's already there. It's there and it's just waiting. Okay. Give them an example, Kelly.
Sure. Begin crafting Thanksgiving recipe content when Halloween costumes hit the shelves so that you can start promoting it heavily as soon as pumpkin spice everything floods Instagram. I mean, honestly, as soon as back to school is over, it is pumpkin spice land, right? Think about that. September.
Yeah. Well, really, August is when pumpkin stuff starts. Pumpkin spice stuff starts hitting. All right, number 3. Time your promotions with anticipation. Audiences don't just search for content on the event day. They're actively looking for inspiration in the lead up time. So create teasers to generate buzz. Here's an example. As soon as Target shelves are packed with back to school supplies, you should be sharing organization tips for lunchbox hacks for busy moms. Back to or all the things, lunchbox stuff for teachers, for kids, breakfast things like easy breakfast ideas for school mornings, all of those kinds of things. Be thinking about that.
Easy dinners for busy school days.
Right. Slow cooker school night dinners. Exactly. That kind of thing. So this is happening in the summertime. Right. Target is changing and putting out all of their back to school stuff. And you guys are like, why are we doing this? It's still summer. Because they can't wait until the week before to serve everybody, right?
Right.
You can't either. So give them a pro tip, Kelly.
Pro tip, use countdowns, sneak peeks, or even polls on your social media platforms to amplify that anticipation. Ask your audience, what fall DIY project would you love to see next, right? Get them involved. Get the excitement going.
Engagement, okay? Plan peak activities. Retailers know, this is number 4. Retailers know when customers are shopping the most, and you should know as well. The highest Pinterest activity for holiday dinners, for instance, happens early November, late October. Plan your blog posts and your social activity to line up with those peak interests and surges, and monitor the online chatter to gauge posting priorities, okay? Really be paying attention. Those of you who are talking about, I'm trying so hard to get ahead, this year, make it a conscious effort to really pay attention to this stuff, so that take notes, write this stuff down, so that when you start planning out your calendar for next year, you can be ahead of the curve. But you're also looking at your data too, okay? Keep that in mind. So give them an example, Kelly.
So here's a fun example for these peak activities. Roll out daily gift guides or like 12 days of holiday crafts leading up to Christmas, and structure it to align with December's last minute shopping frenzy.
Yeah. All right. So Liberty says sometimes she falls behind and she just says, oh, it'll be early for next year. So are you holding on to it and not making it live until next year, or are you posting it now? So like for me,
are you going ahead and scheduling it?
If my staff is already, if one of my printable creators is still creating some Easter stuff or St. Patrick's Day stuff, it will be created, and then it will go to the photographer, and then the photo editor, and then it will stay in a folder and not go live on my site. It may be written, but it won't go live on my site until we ramp up for the next year's season.
Yeah. Okay? I've had Cinco de Mayo stuff scheduled for seriously almost 12 months because I just ran out of time. I had so much Cinco de Mayo last year, and I was like, so I scheduled it for this year.
That's how I was for spring and St. Patrick's Day. All right, number 5, post-event content matters too. So just because the event has passed doesn't mean the interest is gone. So here's something to think about. Create recaps or reflective posts to extend the life of your seasonal content, like top Halloween costumes of the year, or what made this year's Thanksgiving special. Those type of posts will perform well even after the season is starting to wind down and people have started to, like, they've already done all their planning for the dinner, whatever, but they are a few days before the holiday, and they're wanting some recaps of, oh, everybody's making green bean casserole in the slow cooker this year. Like, what is that kind of reflective stuff that you can do? Okay, another real life example.
Yeah, real quick. Sherry Ann says, so do we update the content on our front page that early, or just update the content and share it on social? Well, ideally, your new content is going to your front page, but also people don't really read blogs in that way anymore. So people don't really go to home pages as much as they used to, except to like click on something else. I've messed something up. But yes, you should be updating your homepage as well, or your front page as well, if it doesn't just do it automatically with your new content. So real life example, think of Hobby Lobby putting out fall decorations in July. If you start publishing fall themed content and promoting it consistently before your competitors focus on it, you start creating that seasonal momentum. Imagine a DIY blogger who releases 10 cozy fall porch makeover tips in early August. Thanks to early promotion and perfect timing, that post gains traction before Pinterest becomes oversaturated with similar ideas.
Yeah. Be the person that people are copying. Like you had it out so early that everybody else is now creating the pumpkin spice blanket drink. I don't know. I just made something weird up because all the pumpkin spice stuff it gets so out of hand. All right, so here's a pro tip for bloggers. Turn retail trends into reminders for content creation. Walk the seasonal aisles. Take pictures for inspiration. Okay. Schedule your next post accordingly. Notice Valentine's candy in Targets and in Hobby Lobby on January 2nd. It's go time for romantic dinner recipes. It means it's go time for craft projects and gift ideas for that holiday as well. We're not waiting until February 1st to do that. Honestly, it's probably there before January 2nd. It's probably there a week or two before Christmas. They start redoing those aisles, right? The Christmas stuff gets consolidated to 1 or 2 aisles, and then those other 5 aisles that were Christmas, they're now starting to build it out for Valentine's. Okay. So
yeah, with timing on your side, you can ride every seasonal wave and keep your blog steady in an unpredictable digital world. So Jen, sorry. I got Sherry Ann on the brain now. Jen says this makes me miss having some lifestyle content to capitalize on holiday trends because seasonal travel needs to be booked at least a year ahead of time. Okay. And when I think about going to Disney for Christmas, I don't want to go this year, but I don't think about it till Christmas, right? I'm not ready to go at Christmas or leading up to Christmas because I have too much going on. I'm not prepared. So this is a good time to promote Disney at Christmas because then I can go ahead and get on the schedule and start paying for it for next Christmas. So I realize that a lot of seasonal stuff is a year out, but people are anticipating it a year out. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So number 4, measuring
success. Do new blog posts have a bigger impact than old blog posts that you edit or revamp? Tell me why it wouldn't be a bad idea to post something for St. Patrick's Day now versus waiting until next year, like you said. Okay, because unless you change this, a good 80%, you don't want to republish it. It's not new content. It's old content. So you can only update it, which means it's not going to hit your homepage. It's not going to hit people's RSS feeds. It's not going to go out in automatic newsletter drips or anything of that nature. So you do want to save it so that it does go out at that right time. But also Pinterest does love new stuff. So you want it to gain its stuff at the right time on Pinterest. Does all that make sense? Okay.
That's all that jabbing. All right. So number 4, measuring success to evolve next year. Campaigns don't end when the event passes. The most successful seasonal strategies know every holiday or moment is an opportunity to learn and define for next year. So like I said, you're taking notes, you're paying attention to these things so that you can use them in the future to grow. Okay. How do we measure success, Kelly?
Yes. So Sherry Ann asked earlier if we had training on numbers. So kind of. I mean, all of our training talks about numbers. Also, 5-Figure has loads and loads of trainings. There's a link in the description for you to join that. And then, of course, 6-Figure is all the hand-holding and group coaching and one-on-one coaching that you need to really understand your numbers. So how do we measure success? Engagement rates. Count your metrics, the easy ones like shares, likes, comments on social media to see how widely your content resonated. Conversion rates. Track signups, purchases, or any action tied directly to the campaign. And timing insights. Analyze dates and times when posts performed best to improve scheduling next year. Oh, we use Go High Level, which is a super robust CRM, and that's what allows us to send text messages.
Yep. All right. What to plan for next year? Number one, repurpose high performing posts of the campaigns that are doing well, like graphics or blog themes, but with fresh, updated takes. Okay. Number two, use the numbers to justify starting earlier. Like I was saying, we're looking at our search console. We're writing down and paying attention to when these things start to pick up in the stores, but also on our blogs and the trends in other places like Facebook and Pinterest and those things, so that we can start earlier and we can redirect our efforts into the most engaging formats. Okay. But also, are we going to focus on short videos over carousel posts that worked best? Like, we're not, Kelly and I always say, we don't think we know what worked. We know what worked.
Right.
Because we're following the data and we're not making decisions based on emotion. And it's easy for us to do that because we're not attached to your business, right? And we've learned how to not be emotionally attached to our business. We can
because we work very closely with each other. So if we are stuck in some emotion, the other person can bail us out with their non-emotional words of advice, right?
You can see, and we have our hands in so many people's businesses, we can go in and say, okay, confirmation. This person's data completely lines up with my theory on this, right? So we're not making decisions based on what we think. We're making decisions based on what we know, and data is what we know. Data is objective, okay? So give us a pro tip.
Pro tip, create a seasonal content planner. We've talked about this. I talked about how Crystal just had a desk calendar, one of those big, huge desk calendars, and she just wrote it, and then she transferred it from year to year, right? So that she was ahead of the game. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be expensive. Just whatever works for you. I don't care if you put Post-its that say January, and this is what I need to do, right? Log the campaign metrics, your audience's feedback, and any timing insights so that you are 100% prepared for next year's trends. We're always working for next year, guys. That is the whole point of what we are doing here, is working for next year.
Yep. Final thoughts. That's it. Your roadmap to seasonal content strategies and creating viral campaigns. We've mapped things out for you today by tapping into the right moments, by crafting irresistible content, by mastering timing and paying attention and knowing, not just thinking and feeling. You're going to create campaigns that people love and engage with, and they share. That's what we want. Okay. If we're solving their problem, they're going to share it.
Yeah. And remember, seasonal success comes down to preparation and intention. Each campaign should excite your audience. It should deliver value. It should drive results in a way that feels natural to your brand.
Yep. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to make an actionable step today. Like when we get off of here and this training is over, I want you to do an actionable step and figure out, it could be something as simple as brainstorming for next month's content or the next season's content. It could be something as simple as checking your analytics from last year. We do that a lot. Tell people in our coaching program, go in and look at the top content for the next season ahead from last year. Okay. That content's going to do well again. If you maybe spend some time searching for social trends on Pinterest or Facebook, start doing that and writing some of it down. Begin building momentum now. Okay. I would really start looking at summer content right now. As crazy as that seems, that's really probably the next, if you want to focus on seasonal, that's really the season you should jump to. Okay. What is this beautiful thing here on your screen?
So I was just, we're really talking about taking action and not leading with emotion, but leading with facts and data. And it just made me think of our calendar for this month and our great quote that says, are you running a business or are you enjoying a hobby? You can run a business that you have fun with, but you have to treat it as a business. And that means taking the emotion out. That means following the data. That means staying on top of any trends that are relevant to your niche and in being a trendsetter in your niche. So I just wanted to share our free little calendar that you get for being on our email list. So
yes, that's awesome. And I wanted to tell you something, Kelly. I love the stripes and the flowers mixed together.
I knew you would when I put it on.
It's so cute. So cute. I love it.
Real quick, one last time, Crystal.
Real quick, text the word trends with an S and only the word trends to 251-644-6701. And if you don't get the printable, you've likely unsubscribed from us, which puts you on the D&D list. So text the word start and only the word start. Then wait a minute and text the word trends. And then you'll get the printable, and then don't unsubscribe again because you don't want to have to keep going through this. Okay. All right, guys, y'all have a great rest of your day, and we will see you. We'll see you next week at 10 a.m. Central Time, but watch Thursday on our YouTube channel. A new video will drop. We have a whole series we're doing on Thursdays. Okay. All right, guys.